Hi, honeys. It's Michelle. We are on our way to the first exhibition that I'll be able to attend in person. I've been in art shows, one other art show, but it was up in New York City, so I couldn't attend. Have drinks and hors d'oeuvres, and they give out awards, to different artists and stuff like that. So, yep, this is my first time going to one of these, and I don't know if I'm excited. I'm nervous. Let's just say I'm nervous. I don't. The excitement might hit later, but wow, that's a nice car. And so Brad is kind enough to drive me. This is the view from the bridge. We are on, sorry, there's traffic. We are on Gandy Bridge, and it's between St. Petersburg and Tampa. And this is the beautiful view of it. We're in Hyde Park, or just about in Hyde Park, which is a really cute part of Tampa. Goody goody famous burgers. And I'll get the others, well, maybe I'll get the other side of the street on the way out. Probably the easiest way to do this. Guy picking his nose.
So I'm presuming we passed it because we're at the end.
If we did, we just did, or it's down here. Let's see. There it is, Art Center. I just went down to the stop sign and turned around. I don't.
That's fine. Tell how old some of these houses are with the garages they have.
I know that one looked like a carriage house.
It was.
Well, beautiful. Well, that's a good idea to just come down here. I turned around in here and did like a U-turn.
Just take a couple rights.
Here's a nice old house. I love it when houses have the balcony on the, outside. They have that porch.
You want to do facial real quick as we swing by it?
Sure. They have the porch and then the balcony.
So when they show hurricanes in Tampa Bay, this is the north end of the road that they always show flooding, with 20-foot waves crashing over the wall.
Yeah.
Oops. Too far.
So this cute little house, they said it's over 100 years old. This is where the art show is tonight. This building was originally constructed in 1899, and it was a schoolhouse. Here, I was so worried about what I was going to say if somebody asked about the painting, and it turns out nobody's there to talk about art. They're just there to get their awards and leave.
Yeah.
Now we're going over the Howard Franklin Bridge, going towards St. Petersburg. Obviously, the sun is setting. And this is also 275 that we're going across, or it turns into it anyway when we get to the other side. But such a beautiful view. Good morning, happy Sunday. Like every Sunday, I've got laundry I'm folding and laundry to fold. And just got out of the shower, eating my breakfast, which is nuts and dried fruit. And the mug of the day. Welcome to the loony bin. You must have heard my call. As you know, I am a mug fanatic. I like to collect mugs. 2 years ago, I went home for a reunion. I had found out some things about my great-grandfather that were absolutely insane. And I was looking around and I was thinking, we're all here because of him, right? And I just thought, it's kind of like a loony bin almost. Like, not that we're crazy, but all these people are here only because of him. And we're all like a product of this crazy stuff he did years ago. I was in this cute little shop in a downtown area, and I saw this mug, and I really like ducks and geese. And when I saw this, I just thought, this is the perfect mug to remember the family reunion and that trip in general. Me and a bunch of my family members are really into genealogy. And one of my second cousins was telling me that she found out that my great-grandfather, my great-grandmother, I'll put a picture of her right here just so you can see what I'm talking about. She was beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. She was a Gibson Girl model, and he really wanted to marry her, and she had no interest in him. In fact, she was kind of cool. She actually, at a time when all women got married at 18 or 19, she didn't want to get married, I don't think, at all, because she was in her late 20s, early 30s, I think, when they got married. She had a brother who was gay, and back then that was not acceptable. I'm talking about the early 1900s. So he was gay, and he was a priest, which I would think back then that was probably what most gay men did, because then you could explain why you didn't marry a woman and have kids with her, right? So she didn't want anyone to know that her brother was gay because it was such a taboo thing back then. I mean, people were violent about it. Like, he probably could have been hurt or killed or something, right? She didn't want anyone to know. And my great-grandfather told her that if he didn't... Now, he worked at a newspaper. He was, like, pretty high up at the newspaper. And he told her that if she didn't marry him, he would tell everybody about her brother. So to protect him, she married him in 1913. Then we found out that while she was pregnant with the first baby, I mean, 'cause back then no birth control, right? So she got pregnant right away. While she was pregnant with her first child, he got another woman pregnant. His parents ended up raising the kid as their own. I mean, I can't even imagine what that would have been like. So then, from then on out, I know from my grandfather, after he was born, that this man was very abusive, and he cheating a lot, on my grandma. And so at a time when no one got divorced, my great-grandma left his ass. Go great-grandma. She left him and raised the last kid in the house, which was my grandfather, by herself. He was 13 when she left. What an extraordinary woman, right? But then I keep hearing about this grandpa who did all this crazy crap, and it just seemed like the perfect mug to remember that reunion. And I know some people would say, oh my gosh, why are you telling people about this story of your family? You know what? After doing genealogy for so long, I've been doing it a good 10 years now, No matter whose family I research, everybody has at least one person that has done some crazy crap. So it's nothing to be embarrassed about. I didn't do it. He did it. I mean, it has nothing to do with me. The only thing it has to do with me is I wouldn't be here without him, obviously. But otherwise, I don't feel ashamed or anything. Let's get it out in the open. Since my last Sunny Sunday video, I have had something absolutely devastating happen. I wanted to talk about it. I don't think that it's a good idea to only talk about the highlights of your life on social media, because it makes other people feel like you have this perfect life or something, and I don't. I'm not going to air all of my dirty laundry on here. I mean, we all have our own things that we like to keep private. My first thought was to not talk about this because I just want to be, hi, I'm Michelle. But then I thought, no, I'm going to be really honest. So my dog, Joey, if you've been watching my videos, about 3 weeks ago, I just did a video that was a dog spa day / Aldi. Watching the video, he just seemed perfectly happy. I mean, this was 3 weeks ago. Full of energy. After this last video on Sunday, we couldn't get him to eat dinner. Now, we've been having a hard time getting him to eat for about a month now, and we thought he didn't like his food, so we kept changing his food. And for a couple of days, he'd start eating again. On Sunday night, we gave him nothing but wet food, which was his favorite. He wouldn't eat it. And no amount of coaxing worked. And we went to give him some treats. He wouldn't eat them. So on Monday morning, we tried to feed him again his favorite wet food, because obviously that's going to be more appealing than dry food, right? Wouldn't eat it. We called the vet, and they said, go ahead and, we're all booked up, but go ahead and drop him off. And when we have a chance, we'll look at him. He was there all day, and at the end of the day, we get a phone call from the vet that he had 5 tumors inside of his body. They did an ultrasound because he looked fine. He looked happy, and they felt, well, it must be something with his stomach, so let's do an ultrasound. So they did, and they found 5 tumors on his organs, multiple different organs, and they all appeared to be cancer. And then he had a 6th tumor on his kidneys, or kidney, that had burst and was excreting bile into his bloodstream. So, of course, I asked the dumbest question possible. Are there antibiotics we can give him? She said, no, we have one really sick puppy on our hands, and I'm going to recommend that you put him down. Oh, whoa. I mean, this just came as a complete shock. She wanted us to come down and put him down then. So we talked and we thought about it, and we called back and we said, can we bring him home for the night? And she said yes. So we went to pick him up. We talked to her. We asked, is there anything we can do, to turn this around? I mean, this is our baby. And she said, no, it's going to end up getting I think she said, I was so devastated, I can't remember what she said. I think she said he'd end up getting sepsis from the bile in his blood. And she said he's in a lot of pain. So he's on pain medication right now. It lasts for 24 hours. If you feel like you have to have him at home for a couple more days, let me know. I'll give you more pain medication. But I would really recommend that you bring him back tomorrow and put him down. And so we made an appointment to bring him back in. And we decided, you know what, this is the last day. We're just going to spoil him like he's never been spoiled. So we took him on a little drive. He loved going in the car. We took him across the bridge. He loved going across the bridge. So we took him across the bridge. We took him to McDonald's. We got him cheeseburgers, like the plain cheeseburgers, and some chicken nuggets. And we brought him home, and we just spoiled the crap out of him. But it became very clear that he was in a lot of pain, and that he just wasn't himself anymore. He wanted to spend most of the time hiding under the bed, which indicated more that he was in a lot of pain. And his favorite activity, going for walks, he didn't want to do anymore. So we cuddled with him, and we loved on him as much as we could. We told him everything we wanted to say. And we took him in the next day, and we put him down. He was in my arms and I was rubbing his belly lightly when he went, and my husband was petting his ears and looking into his eyes, and I guess that's all there is to say. It's been really upsetting. I have, one thing I will say, these are the moments where it becomes very clear whether or not you married the right person. And, to me, marriage, it's funny because I remember in my 20s, it's like, oh, does he have a six-pack? And is he gorgeous? And does he make a lot of money? And that kind of stuff. The truth is, if you want to be happy, because when you get married, you're going to spend, if it's successful, you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person. And marriage isn't about six-packs and money. Marriage is about companionship. It's about commitment. It's about camaraderie. Lots of C's here. Comfort, consideration, communication. If a guy has a six-pack, that's fine, whatever. But you do realize that he's not going to have that six-pack forever. He is going to end up with a dad bod. He's going to have a beer belly. And it is what it is. I mean, I don't look like I did in my 20s. I wasn't fat like this. We work together. We're self-employed. We work from home. And he let me take 2 days off. He worked, he was really upset too, but he knew that I just couldn't do it. So he worked for me and took on the job of 2 people instead of 1 so that I could mourn. And I spent 2 days just crying up a storm, and every time he could hear that I was like really losing it, he'd come and hold me, and that's what you need. If you're going to get married, if you're going to live with someone, if you're going to settle down with somebody, that's what you need. You need somebody who's there through the tough times. That's really what it's all about at the end of the day. I couldn't ask for a better companion through all this. He has just been absolutely wonderful. And I'm doing my best to take care of his needs through this tough time too, because he's struggling as much as I am. Joey was my protector. I'm at home and I'm watching TV or I'm painting. He was always, or doing YouTube videos, he was always laying on my feet. When I would work throughout the day, he would lay under my desk and lay on my feet. He was very, very protective of me. If I went to the bathroom and I didn't let him come in the bathroom with me, he would sit at the door while I was in there. When my husband worked outside of the home, he would sit at the window all day, standing guard. I mean, he was just so protective and so loving. And with Brad, it's like they were best friends. We do feel that it's our calling to have a special needs dog. Since we work from home, we're able to give a dog medications or watch how they're doing all day long and take care of their needs. Since we don't have kids, we have a lot of the extra time and resources to take care of a dog like that maybe a lot of other people don't have. And to be really considerate of their needs. And I don't know when we're going to adopt another dog, but we will. And it'll probably be another dog that has some kind of illness. It's really hard. I don't feel safe without him here. It's like I'm kind of scared to be home alone now. And I've noticed the cats, they're depressed. It's hard to get them to eat now because you can tell they're sad. We have 2 cats. One wants to be held all the time, and she's really distant. She doesn't want to come near us right now. She's really upset. And the other cat is a little bit more distant, and he is on my lap all the time. He's needing constant reassurance. We're all upset, and I don't know what the answer is. I don't know, do we just give it time? And he was a joy every day that he was here. It was just impossible to be in a bad mood around Joey. And I think I learned a lot more from him than he learned from me. And one of the big things I learned from him is that no matter how crappy you feel, no matter how bad of a day you're having, no matter how much pain you're in, you still have to get up and be yourself and try to enjoy your life. And that's why I'm still doing these videos. Yeah, I would love to just still be in bed crying about this, but I know that that's not what he would have done, and that's not what he would have wanted. But if I do seem sad throughout the videos now and in the near future, you know why. I'm a human being and I'm struggling. I miss my puppy. And if you are interested in him and his life and you want to know more about what he was like, I did do a tribute video. I really did it for me and my husband and my mom to be able to watch, because we're all really upset about losing him. If you want to watch, you're welcome to watch too. I don't know, I'm so upset about the whole thing. I can't even remember what it's called, but it's a legacy video. If you go to my page, you'll find it. If you want to see it, you're welcome to view it. Why not spread his happiness around a little bit? He was just such a happy. All right. As far as my weekend, so on Friday we went to the art exhibition. That was hard. I didn't want to go. I just wanted to stay at home and cry about Joey. One of the paintings was about him. And I thought, oh my gosh, if somebody asked me what inspired this, I'm going to start crying. I didn't know what to expect, but it turns out all the artists show up. There's a few art collectors there, but it's mostly the artists that show up. They get their awards because they give awards out. And once the awards are awarded, everybody left. So I didn't really have to talk to anybody. It did turn out that most of the people that made the art show are regular Tampa Bay artists around here. They're well known. But the fact that I made it and nobody knows who I am was really flattering. And I found out from the lady that owns the gallery when I first got there. She said, you know, you're one of the few people who had 2 pieces that made it in. And we had regulars who make it in every show that didn't make it in, and you did, and you got 2 paintings in. So that's really something to be proud of. Now, I don't know if either one of them is going to sell. I don't know when I'm going to find out. I think the show ends on the 31st, so maybe sometime between now and then I'll find out. That's a lot to be proud of, and I'm really happy that I made it into the show and that I did it and I put myself out there. We really haven't been eating. We were eating a lot of grilled cheese and with beef broth and stuff like that. Just neither one of us have had an appetite since we found out our dog was sick on Monday. At that art show, we both just looked at each other and said, we need to go get a big meal when we leave. We're both just starving, feeling malnourished, and so we ended up going to Longhorn and we got some food there, and it was just amazing to actually eat a real meal again. And I tried fried pickles for the first time. I had no idea how good they are. So now I think, I'm a pickle addict anyway, because I eat a pickle every night before I go to bed. I don't know why, it's just a thing I do. And now I discovered fried pickles dipped in ranch dressing. If you ever go to Longhorn, try it. It's an appetizer that is just so good. Today is I'm going to be doing a little cleaning, folding laundry. I want to do a painting. It's hard to do things that Joey was such a big part of, and he was always on my feet or right next to me snoring when I painted. I am going to go to Michael's and get some canvas and do a painting today. And I am going to do a little cleaning. I've got some extra yarn, and so I decided to make a couple blankets for my cats for the road trip. So here's the beginning of the first one. And this is the yarn. It's this Red Heart yarn. I had bought a bunch of it for some stuff I wanted to make, and I ended up not making that project, and I just decided the cats really love anything that I crochet. They want to lay on it, and they have a little blanket that I folded up and made into a pillow that they're always fighting over. So I thought I'm going to make each of them a little blanket. We have the Game of Thrones finale tonight. I'm really interested to see what happens there. Can't wait. I got some pizza. It's a new brand. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm going to make that for our finale with some Texas toast. I went to Michael's. If I want to do a painting and I'm running out of canvas, I'll go online and I'll look and see what kind of sales they're having. They had a sale today where if you got the Artist Loft brand of canvas in a super value pack, it would only be $12.99. I got this. It was a 3-pack of the 18 by 24 size canvas. These are regularly $20 and I got it for $12.99. They also had a coupon for 50% off any one regular priced item for today only. So I took a picture of that with my phone and brought it in, and they accepted it that way. Now the fun part is the 50% off only applies towards something that is full price. And most of what I got wasn't. But the first thing I got was this frame. I wanted to put a picture of my dog Joey on my nightstand. It was on sale for $8.97. I got a wand of bubbles. I know you're thinking I'm an adult, right? Wrong. No, I am an adult, but I do actually like bubbles. This is actually something I wanted to try to use for a painting. So, and these wands, you guys, it's pretty good size, right? These are $1. So if you're having some kind of an outdoor party this summer, you might want to go to Michael's and stock up on these for kids to use outside at a picnic or something. They come in a bunch of different colors. They're nice and big. And I think that kids would love these. Next, Hello Summer. So cute. I love these kind of cups. These are regularly $8 and they were on sale for $5 today. My cat really likes to hang out on my headboard. It's like a wide headboard, and he likes to try to drink whatever I'm drinking, so I have to have my drinks in cups like this at night. But I've got so used to using them at night, I like to use them all day long. And look at this. So they were on sale for $5, and what really made me I thought these were really pretty anyway, but look, they come with the little reusable ice cubes. All right, sold. That's all I needed to see. I think it's so cute. Couldn't help myself. I got these. They were $4.19 for 6 of them, and these are metal. And then I got the E6000 glue to put them on the paintings with. This glue is the best. You can use it on anything, and it's very strong glue. It's even washer and dryer safe. So that's pretty cool. This glue at Michael's is $3.99. And Mom, if you're watching, I got this for you. I just thought this was so cute. I know you like sloths a lot. And I just thought this was such a cute little, it's got little clouds inside. Just because present. No reason behind it. I just saw it and thought of my mom. And wanted to get it for her. If you like this, but you're not really a sloth fan, they had a bunch of cute ones. They had ones with pandas, they had hedgehogs, they had all kinds of cute ones. Also, when you go to Michael's on these one-day sale days, they'll give you stuff like this. Okay, 4 days, Friday the 24th to Monday the 27th, 20% off your entire purchase, including sale items. Then they have a red, white, and blue sale, Friday the 24th to Monday the 27th. Thank you, Armed Forces members, for your service, dedication, and patriotism. 25% off entire purchase. So I'm assuming that's for veterans and current military. That's what I got at Michael's today, and my total was only $41. I am very impressed. I very rarely get out of Michael's without spending at least $100. But usually I'm not just getting canvas, I'm getting paint too, and the paint that I get is pretty expensive, and it's not on sale that often. I only get it when it's on sale, but even then, It's not that cheap. And then they also usually will give you one of these when you get rung up if you go to Michael's. So there's all kinds of fun ways to save at Michael's. And you don't only have to go to Michael's if you are a creative person. You can also go there for home decor. They have so many cute home decor items. As you saw, they have frames. They have fun stuff like this for each season. And then they also have a bunch of different wall signs and wall art. I'm not real into that wall art. I'm more of an original painting kind of gal myself. But if you're into that, they have like the posters and that kind of stuff there. And they've got just a bunch of really cute stuff for around the house. If I wasn't moving soon and getting rid of everything, I probably would have bought a bunch of stuff for my kitchen because they had all kinds of cute stuff that I could see myself using. All right, so that wraps up my Michael's haul. I just thought it'd be fun to do a spur of the moment. Here's what I got at Michael's haul. And this is it for my Sunny Sunday video. If you liked the content of this video, please like and subscribe down below. Do you shop at Michael's? And if you do, what do you like to buy there? Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.